Pacers on the prowl in Perth as wickets fall in abundance on day one of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. One man who could absorb all of it in the heat of the battle in Australia is here with us, Cheteshwar Pujara. Thank you so much for your time. Opening day of the series clearly showing it's not that easy to bat so long in Australia.
Not at all. I think, they've kept some grass on the pitch. The ball was doing a bit when we came in to bat. I thought it was slightly easier to bat in the first session, but as the day progressed, the bounce was a little variable. We didn't start well, but we bowled really well. We didn't bat well with the new ball, but as the game progressed, I thought our batting was slightly better. And then the way we bowled in the first innings, the Bumrah spell, I think that was really good.
Okay, let's take it from the top then. 150 all out after opting to bat first. What to you went wrong in that Indian innings?
I thought we played too many shots early on with the new ball. We were looking to drive. You just have to be a little careful, especially with the new ball. We know that once the ball gets older, the golden time to bat with Kookaburra ball is between 30 to 80 overs. So yes, one has to play to their strength, but at the same time you need to pick the right ball to hit, and you need to make the right decision. And I thought our decision making wasn't correct, especially with the new ball.
You feel technical adjustments needed, especially for the first timers like Jaiswal and Padikkal?
Yes, they'll learn from this. Obviously, you can't be too harsh on them. It was their first game, but they need to be decisive. They need to know that which shots they should be playing and which shots they need to avoid, especially with the new ball. I'm sure they will be guided after this particular innings, and they will learn from this. But hopefully, they come out in the second innings. Yes, they will have to be positive. They will have to play their natural game, but at the same time, the shot selection is the most important thing.
That India eventually got to 150 had a lot to do with a partnership between Rishabh Pant and Nitish Kumar Reddy. Let's talk about Nitish Reddy first, Cheteshwar, because on debut, walk out at 73 for 6. What did you make of his innings?
I think it was a brilliant innings considering the circumstances of the game. He was playing his natural game. He was playing positively. The moment Nathan Lyon came into bowl, he tried taking him on and scored few boundaries. And Rishabh Pant, the way he batted, I think that is classic Rishabh Pant. Whenever there's a difficult moment in the game, he will try and take the positive option, and that's the way he has been successful throughout his Test career. So it looked like that partnership was threatening the Aussie bowlers. I wish that it lasted a bit longer, but still it played a crucial part in the game.
Just on Reddy, through that stay, which lasted more than 50 balls, we had on our metrics that he had a control percentage of high 90s, 97, 98%. That's even more commendable given you're playing for the first time in those conditions.
Yeah, and it never looked like he was playing for the first time. It looked like he had a lot of experience, the way he was defending, the way he was playing his shots. So he was in full control. He was very decisive about what kind of shots he wants to play. And that is a very positive sign, because he's someone who is picked in the squad because of his batting. So he's someone who can, I know he's a decent bowler as well, but at the same time his contribution with the bat is very important for the team.
A word on the Australian bowlers, what stood out the most? Josh Hazlewood, as usual, being his probing self.
Yes, he bowled the right length on this particular pitch. I was a little disappointed with the way Pat Cummins bowled. I'm sure he's someone who is far better than what he bowled in this particular innings, and which was a bit positive for the Indian team, because he didn't get the right length with the new ball. But as the game progressed, he did get better. But I was very impressed with the way Josh Hazlewood and Mitchell Starc started. Both of them bowled really well in their first spell.
That nagging sense of control that Hazlewood has, you'd imagine that would be a theme for the series, and India's batters will need to find a way to get through him?
Definitely, because he bowls that hard length where you are not sure whether to go on front foot or play on back foot. It's in between, and slowly he's trying to go little fuller compared to what he has bowled in 2021 or 2018. So he's trying to alter his length, but he's not going too full either. So yes, as an Indian batting unit, one will have to think about how do you want to tackle him. But I feel that it won't be that easy. But this is where the team management comes in. I'm sure there will be a chat about how to tackle Hazlewood in this particular Test match in the second innings.
So 150 all out was India, but then the bowlers sparked the game into life for them. Your thoughts on Jasprit Bumrah's new ball spell?
I think it was brilliant. This was the perfect start. This is the start we wanted, and the way he bowled, the channel which he bowled, his length, and the kind of swing he got with the Kookaburra ball, because not many bowlers are able to swing the ball. He was able to swing the ball and land it in the right area, and which allowed the ball to deviate a bit more. So I think it was a brilliant bowling by Bumrah. There are times where one thinks that him being a captain might put him under a bit of pressure, but it was other way around. He was the one who led the bowling attack, and he bowled the way he's expected to bowl.
We also saw a fiery first spell in Test cricket from Harshit Rana. Your first impressions?
I think it was a brilliant spell. He's someone who was playing his first game. It's never easy. Sometimes you do get carried away from the pitch's bounce, and you try and go back of length. But he's someone who wasn't afraid to pitch the ball up, and he got a crucial wicket today, which was probably Travis Head was one of the most important wicket on this particular pitch, because he plays aggressively, and he got stuck when Harshit got his length right. That was the perfect length on this pitch. It was good length. Travis Head couldn't move his feet, and it was a perfect ball. I'm sure he will be happy about that particular wicket.
Finally, I heard you on the broadcast praising the lengths bowled by India's bowlers as a collective. Would you say that India were the better bowling side on this first day?
Definitely, without any doubt. I think if you look at the pitch map, the number of deliveries which were hitting the stumps, we were right up there. I think our percentage would have been somewhere around 60-70%, whereas Australians, their lengths were a little shorter, and because of their height, most of the balls were not hitting the stumps. So LBW and Bold were not in play, especially with the new ball.
All right. Thank you so much, Cheteshwar Pujara, for your time. That is day one from Perth.